Let's have a look at those elimination finals. And now that they are shaping up in the absence of the Western Bulldogs, that has been confirmed. It's the Giants hosting Hawthorn and then the Dockers hosting Gold Coast. It has been such an even season, Kane, and you mentioned there you don't think the Gold Coast Suns have the mettle to go all the way. But if one of those four sides was to make the grand final, who would you be hitching your wagon to?
Probably Hawthorn for me. Hawthorn of the Giants. The Giants' best footy, and they've played that in quarters, has been as good as anyone's. I remember a few weeks ago they played against Sydney in the third quarter. They just kicked 9 goals. They were kicking them from everywhere, and their best stuff is really good. But they concede too many entries to me, and they concede too many scores. And with the personnel, Buckley and Hogan out of the side, whether Hogan comes back or not, he's not going to be at 100%. I just think that's a stretch for them. But Hawthorn are in good shape. Even their losses Friday night against Adelaide and in Brisbane the other night, they were really strong. Their back six is rock solid. Their forward six is dangerous. They're Will Day short. Their midfield of Warple and Ward and and Nash is probably not going to get it done against the best. But I think Hawthorn of the teams outside the top four are the best chance to win it.
Let's have a look at the sides that did finish within the top four, because these are two mouth-watering qualifying finals. Adelaide Oval is where we go on Thursday night for the Crows and the Pies, and then it's to the MCG on Friday. The Cats hosting the Lions. I mean, I feel like there's going to be plenty on the line when the Crows do host the Pies, just given the events of only 2 weeks ago. Jordan De Goey is a player for Collingwood who's only featured 9 times this season, Kane, but he reminded us against the D's that when he's up and going at his best, he is a player that can be a real wild card come September.
No doubt. So for them to win it, this guy's going to have to do this again, and he's going to have to do it 3 times. Nick Dacos, you can't ask for much more. He's going to give you what he's going to give you. But this is the point of difference. And he has to stand up, Jordan De Goey. He's been a moments player, and he's had some good moments in his career, but he's never been able to do it consistently. He's never really been able to string 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row together. That's why he's never been an All-Australian, even though he's got that talent. Are they confident that his body is going to get through? Well, the first final win gives them another week off and the ability to manage them. So those, not just him, but the other 30 pluses as well. So this is vital. Just chuck everything you've absolutely got at Adelaide in front of 53,000 ferocious fans. It's going to be hostile. We know that. But if Collingwood can somehow manage to get over that hurdle, then the week off, I think, affects them more than any other team and puts them in a good position. Having said that, I think Adelaide at home will be too strong.
And then you've got Geelong and Brisbane, two contrasting sides, because the Cats have a clean bill of health, essentially, and they're coming up against a side that's battled a lot of adversity this year. The Lions, though, have won the last 3 occasions against the Cats. Cam Rayner, for mine, Kane, is a player who I'm finding simply irresistible at the moment. He was massive last year in September. And I feel like Jordan De Goey, he's a player that can really be a difference maker.
Yeah, so these are the types of players that stand up in finals. Not often the big tall forwards get you in finals, but it's these really strong, contested, tackle-breaking players that can go forward in the front half and really hurt you. And when that game was on the line and that goal really sealed it for Brisbane, he was the one. So quite early, and that's what you get with Cam Rayner. You can have quarters where he has 1 possession, or you look at half-time and he's had 4 touches, but then he's been able to really flick a switch in games this year and can really blow you away, as can the others at the Lions. I think the premiership goes through the winner of Geelong and Brisbane. That's why I think the winner of that game on Friday night is clearly going to be the premiership favourite, and I think they'll be hard to beat. So Lachie Neale and Berry come back into the side for Brisbane. They'll be waiting for Lachie Neale. There'll be a tag on him. There'll be a tag on McCluggage, and Geelong have flown under the radar nicely. But they're the best 2 teams in it, Geelong and Brisbane, and the winner is in the box seat.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.